Hello viewers, and immediately I would say konnichiwa. Or should I say I apologize. Because the last time I said that this was going to be the American Grand Prix, I clearly forgot about the Japanese and the Mexican Grand Prix. So turn on the volume. Japanese Grand Prix. I didn't go out for quality because I had so many penalties, I thought it wasn't even worth it. But this race is a cracker. I was struggling a bit during the practice session, but then during the race, look at this. Oh, I think I had a touch there on the AlphaTauri. But look how many plays I gained already off the start. And the Alfa Romeo is gone as well. Yep. He tries to go around the outside to the S's there, not gonna happen. Definitely gonna close the door. I was struggling through the S's, I'll be honest with you. And the rules also gonna change for next season. So I had to update some of the aerodynamics because they were in risk of being ineligible, I guess, for next season. So I'm working on that. I already ordered the parts for the next race, so I'm using still the worn out parts for this race. Let's go up the inside. Can I gain 2 positions here? No, just 1. Let's me up another place to the tricky hairpin there. So it reminded me of what Kamui Kobayashi did when he was racing for Sauber a number of years ago. Just picking everyone off at that corner and to finish like on the podium. I was struggling through Spoon as well. 130 hours, a very good corner for me there. But yeah, that's the first lap of this legendary F1 track. They saw, again, a lot of controversy in the 80s. Some very good overtaking, very good racing here throughout the years. As we go into the Casio Triangle for the first time. This 2020 Japanese Grand Prix. From here, I already expecting a good result. Again, chugged the car up to extra 2 laps of extra fuel. I didn't really use up any tires because I didn't go out for quali, so I had a fresh set of softs and a fresh set of mediums. Truck during the race. So I started on the fresh set of softs I had. That I didn't use any quali, so I can see, those guys probably used up all their tires, and I had them fresh because I didn't go out because of all the penalties. Seriously, I had so many penalties. I thought it would have been better. I mean, I might as well have started in Osaka, but as it turns out, here I am, getting a lot of places here during the opening stints of this Japanese Grand Prix. So up the inside there of, I think it's one of the Haaskas actually, that moves me up a place. And I think at this point, or maybe the next lap, Lewis Hamilton would have had DNS. Yeah, maybe it is the next lap. One of the Mercedes guys have a DNF, which brings out a virtual safety car. Again, another virtual safety car. In this Japanese Grand Prix. Now the DRS would have been activated. I would have been allowed, should I say. Still standing up in hot pursuit of the guys in front. I already put some distance between me and the car behind there, but then to the S, he definitely catches up. Easy for me to say it. Oh yeah, that was fantastic drive. This corner I always caught up. I did take some liberties there with the track limits. I'm sure I got the track a little bit there. I love the camera. It did film the other side of the track there, where the car goes over that little bridge. As I go wide through there. But yeah, and then I think it's this lap. Maybe the next one actually. Maybe lap 4. It's still lap 3. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be on lap 4. But not much happening here. Just lap 3. Again, as we go into the Casio Triangle, you can see the Haas there. And ever so close to my gearbox. He's got the RS now. I don't think I do. No, I don't. So I go, of course, defensive to the inside part of the track. Come back to the racing line. And there's nothing you can do with turn 1. So you see my brakes are glowing red at this point. Left 4. Put some distance to the car now. Again, through the Dagnus, underneath the bridge, and into the hairpin. Can I make something happen here? No, too far from anyone. Clip the apex there, maybe even too close to apex. Alright, putting the car back to lean revs. And then caution. That is, I think, one of the Mercedes. Yes, it is. Lewis Hamilton pulls off there to the side of the track. That brings the virtual safety car. Check it into lean revs. And let's wait and see what happens. At this point, I thought, you know what, I'm so close to the pits, I'm gonna pit now. So I didn't master the strategy. They want to pit 2 laps later, but I'm like, you know what, screw this. It's a virtual safety car. I'm gonna put the Sebastian Vettel in Australia and see what happens. I think somebody's smoking there behind me. What's going on there? Can't really tell from that angle. But yeah, nobody else is coming in with me, so I got a clean shot into the pits, and into the pits I go. Hopefully they don't film Osaka from here, but yeah, let's see, virtual safety car, I don't know, or virtual yellow flag, whatever you want to call it. It's a trundle down pit lane all by myself, and yes, I don't know what that is either. Yeah, coming out of the pits, I can see I'm by myself, some 10 seconds behind the car in front. So, playing catch up again. Safety car was over by the time I finished my pit stop, so I could just push like crazy now. And because I stayed few, I could go back to rich revs. I was +1, so I'm much too happy to do that. Just managing the mediums from here on in. You can see there's some people in the pits already, I think. Nope, next lap. But yeah, I took advantage that they were on cold tires. And I was, 2 laps older tires than they were, but it was to my advantage. Yeah, I struggled through Spoon Corner, I'll be honest with you. But here, as people start to make their stops now, I'm up to rich revs. As you can see some of the guys there. Immediately, I think that's one of the McLarens or one of the Renaults I managed to sneak right by there on the inside of the first corner. But he wasn't expecting that. But I tried to put some distance in the car, and the front runners are now beginning to pit. My teammate hasn't pitted yet, so strategy is going good so far. And I had to chop, I think no, it wasn't this lap, it was the next lap, but I accidentally do chop off one of the Renaults. I think that's Danny Rick. Who's probably gonna be my teammate next year. And then I go outside there, the Red Bull. I was too concentrated on talking about the Renault, but then the Red Bull gets a horrible exit out of this first corner, straight out of the pits, and I took full advantage. Around the outside, through the S's. Yep. Senna-esque. He tries to come back at me there, nothing doing sunshine, and so did I think that's Danny Rick as well. Or it could be Ocon actually. Anyway, it's on the Renaults. Oh yeah, up the outside on the Red Bull. Again, he's signing up half pursuit now, the McLaren of Carlos Sainz. Unfortunately, he was on fresher tires. I cut up quite a lot, but then I had to check the car straight down to lean revs or standard revs. As you can see there, looked over the front of me, and then as they were battling there for 130R, that never ends well. But yeah, that allowed me to catch up to the McLaren. Had some gap now between me and I think the Renault gets past. Can I do something about McLaren here? No, I can't. But yeah, there's the midpoint of the race now. Everyone cycled through the pit stop, and I found myself up to P7. Yes, from P22, dead last on the grid, to P7. So from 0 to almost 0. And the line of the rising sun. Also the line of my engine distributor, manufacturer, should I say. The team asked for a good race for them, so I'm much happy to provide that. But yeah, I'll catch up to them at some points. They'll pull away from me at the beginning, and I'll catch up to them at the end of the race. Or we did in the lap. So it's just pincer movement now between the guy in front, myself, and the guy behind. So I go wide to the hairpin. But yeah, putting some distance in the car now, trying to catch up in front. This point is way too far out, and had to look out for the Renault behind. With 2 laps to go, my engineer said I had 3 laps of extra fuel, so I'm much too happy to push. So yeah, the strategy definitely paid off. Save fuel and come in at the virtual safety car. And finally, I get a virtual safety car that actually helps me, because I was able to, come in and out cleanly. With nobody, in front, nobody behind. So I got a clean out lap. And yeah, it's about 2 laps to go now. At this virtual Grand Prix. Virtual Grand Prix? Jesus Christ. At this Japanese Grand Prix. At this point, Valtteri Bottas inherited the lead of the race. The 2 Ferraris, P2 and 3. And then Lando Norris, my rival, finishes P4 somehow. Not sure if it was in P5. I think that was Ocon. Or no, actually. But then Carlos Sainz, myself, and the 2 Renaults there. Actually, that's Max Verstappen. I take that back. In P5. But yeah, last lap now at the Japanese Grand Prix. Daniel Ricciardo is looking for each and every way he can get past me. I think I've used the tires. He's on, fresher tires than myself. You see the brakes glowing red there. But yeah, from my race I wasn't expecting to make any points whatsoever. Make like 4 or 5 points. So that helps me in the constructors. That helps my fight against Renault actually, because I was just 1 point behind them in the constructors, and trying to catch up to Alex Albon and the drivers. Montoya, Castro Triangle. Can Daniel Rick do something here? No, he cannot. They are across the line for this Japanese Grand Prix. Take a look at the results. Mercedes already secured the Constructors' Championship. But they are. Lando Norris actually finishes 3rd. What the heck? For McLaren. Wow, I thought he finished 4th. But there's a running order. Bottas, Vettel, Lando Norris. Just when I chose him as my rival, now he speeds up like crazy. Charles Leclerc. Verstappen maintains his 5th place. Carlos Sainz, myself, Daniel Rick moves down 1. Ocon, Albon. I should have chosen him as my rival really for the championship, because he keeps moving down places. Lance Stroll again in the big Mercedes, doing pretty good for himself. See what's out the points though. The 2 AlphaTauris there. Sergio Perez still not having a good season. Kimi, and then Giovinazzi, Grosjean. My teammate Nick De Vries starts 18th, finishes 18th. Kevin Magnussen moves up a place. Yep, George Russell moves down, what to expect. Nicholas Latifi moves down. And Lewis Hamilton, the biggest loser in this whole race. He started P2, finishes P22. But yeah, from 0 to almost 0 in the Japanese Grand Prix. So, molto arigato for watching. Next time will be the Mexican Grand Prix. Until then, thank you so very much for watching, guys. Bye bye.